Hey there, it's Kat here. And today we're talking about getting your courses into B2B marketplaces. This is one of the most lucrative things you can do for your business is get your course positioned in front of not only businesses, but also schools, nonprofits, organizations, and professional people who are looking for high quality courses. Remember that nowadays the marketplace is looking for courses that are professional grade. They don't want courses that are, just something that you kind of threw together on Teachable or Thinkific or sitting somewhere on a Kajabi site collecting dust. That's not what they're looking for. And to be honest with you, that is not even a place where they're going to send their employees. That's not where they're going to send their vendors. That's not where they're going to send their executives, their admins. They are not going to send their people to a Teachable site. They are not going to send their people to a Thinkific site or something like that. It's not considered a professional grade of course. And so I want to talk to you about up leveling your course and your program so that you are set up in the next year to offer your courses to businesses, to schools, to nonprofits, and to professionals as professional development courses. And why is this important? Why is this important to you? It's important because when you do that, you're now able to license your course. You're able to sell your courses in bulk to industry. And so it's really super important that your course meet the standards of industry. And there are specific standards as it relates to training, as it relates to courses. And so if that's what you are wanting to do, then definitely you want to tune in, whether you're catching this on YT or TT or FB or IG or anywhere that you happen to be catching this. You might even be catching this on the link. Okay. You want to make sure that your courses meet professional standards because that is what marketplaces look for. Now, when I say marketplace, I'm talking about places where businesses go to look for training, where they go to look for courses. They are looking for courses in all different kinds of areas, and they're looking for courses that are created by course creators who represent different diverse backgrounds. Okay, regardless of what you may or may not have heard, businesses know that diversity matters. They know that they need diverse voices when it comes to training. They know that they're looking for opportunities for their employees, their staff, their executives to participate in training that will help them to approach their business in an inclusive way. And so, in order to do that, they go to marketplaces to see if they can find those unique experiences and those diverse voices that are offering a way for them to exceed and excel as a business. And of course, that is where you come in. Okay. You come in because you are able to lend your expertise, your experience, your know how to their business, and it allows them to learn from you. So, let's talk a little bit about those standards and what you're going to need to do in order to meet those standards. So, one of the things that you have to be aware of is that there are standards for peoples with disabilities. Okay, there are standards that fall under the WACG standards for creating training for people with disabilities so that they too can be accessible, so that they can as well access training. it's really important that organizations offer WCAG accessibility, so that their employees, their staff, their patients, whoever it is, can access the same type of learning, the same type of training, the same type of access to education that everyone else can access. So if you have people in your audience, or you have an organization that you're wanting to offer your course to, they are going to want to know if your course is what's called accessible. They are going to want to know, is it WCAG accessible? They are going to want to know if their people are going to be able to participate in your training. Now, they are considered guidelines, so they're not necessarily a rule. And when I say WCAG, if you're not familiar with that term, it stands for Web Content Accessibility Guidelines. Okay? Web Content Accessibility Guidelines. And these guidelines are rooted in the Americans with Disabilities Act. Okay. And so these organizations are going to ask you if your course is accessible. And I want you to know what that means. I want you to be able to say with confidence, yes, it is accessible. That means that your course can be read, it can be seen, or it can be heard. Okay. It can be read, it can be seen, or it can be heard. Okay, that means that if someone who is visually impaired is taking your course, there is a way for them to access it, even if they are visually impaired. And one of the ways that they do that is with a tool called a screen reader. Screen readers are a little device that literally read the screen for someone who cannot read it for themselves. So, in order for that device to be able to read your course to someone who's visually impaired, you have to set up your course in such a way that the device can easily read it and describe and explain what is in the actual what's on the page, so that the person can have the same opportunity to learn from what you're teaching. Okay. If you are offering your course to any organization that is federally funded, gets money from the federal government, anything along those lines, they are under ADA guidelines and rules, and they must adhere to those standards. That's why organizations are going to ask you if your course is what is called accessible. This is one of the things that I'm teaching in my artificial intelligence brilliance course accelerator. I'm teaching them about accessibility standards, so that as they are building out their courses, they're building them in such a way that the courses are considered accessible, so that those screen readers will not have a hard time. Okay. You have to make sure that your contrast between colors is appropriate. You want to make sure that the words are not too small or too big or in the wrong place. You want to make sure that you have graphics that are easy to explain and understand, so that the screen reader can describe to the person what is in your picture adequately, and you have to give it a description. Something called alt text has to be present for any image, and that will help the screen reader to describe that particular picture. Okay, so having alt text attached to your graphics is just one of the guidelines that you need to adhere to. So when a business, a school, a nonprofit, a professional organization asks you if your course is accessible, okay, because they know that they have people who are visually impaired or whatever it is, you want to confidently be able to say, yes, absolutely. My course can be accessed by anyone. Okay. So that is just one example. There are several. You do not have to be, 100% accessible. It's a little bit difficult to do that, but you need to get in the 95 to 100 percentile range in terms of accessibility with your course. Okay. If you are not sure about those guidelines and you want to make sure, you want to do a little bit of an audit on your course, just comment accessible down in the comment section wherever you're watching this, and I'll send that over to you. I will send you over a checklist of things that you need to be paying attention to when it comes to accessibility. Okay, we can't go through all of them now, but that's one of the things that will be in the guide that I send you should you request it. Okay, you can put it down in the comments section of this particular video, and I'll have one of my admins to send it over to you. Okay, so one of the things that we're going to be doing together as a community in December, and those who are in the AI Brilliance Course Accelerator, we are going to be applying to be in at least one marketplace in December. Okay, so what I am doing is I'm making sure that my folks are ready. I want you ready for that application. Okay, so that you can get into the marketplace, so you can get your course in front of thousands and thousands of businesses, schools, nonprofits, organizations who are looking for courses just like yours. Okay, so if you want to be a part of that, if you want to be a part of that prep period, you can join me for my lab. It's a 10-day lab, and we are going to be building out a course lesson that is accessible, that is ready to show to any potential buyer. Okay, and you need that because they're going to ask you for a sample. Anytime you are offering your course to a business on the B2B side, they are going to ask you for a sample link so that they can click in it and see what you have to offer. Okay, they're not going to go to a Teachable site. They're not going to go to a thing. They're not going to go to any of them sites. Okay, they're going to they want to click on a link and be able to go in and see the professionalism of your course. And one of the things they're going to be looking for is if your course is accessible. If you don't know what that is, you're not sure how to build out your course, you're not sure what it should look like, you should join us for the AI Lab. It is 10 days. And at the end of those 10 days, you will have an accessible AI assisted course lesson. You are going to learn how to put that lesson together with the help of artificial intelligence and other tools. That way you can get it done quickly. Speed. Okay, you're going to get it done quickly, and you're going to get it done right so that your course meets standards. So that when you are offering your course to businesses, schools, nonprofits, it is set up for success. If you don't know what that's supposed to look like, you don't know where to start, you can click the link around this video and join us for the AI Course Lab. We get started on November 22nd. That is just in a few short days. On November 22nd, we open up the lab, and you are going to get your first step to creating a course lesson that is accessible, that meets standard, and that you can show to anyone to give them a preview of what your course looks like. Yes, we are moving forward. We don't want to be sitting on the sidelines in this upcoming year, wondering what to do, floundering around, trying to get, connected to a community where you can, get your course positioned well in a B2B space. I don't want you floundering all over the place. This is the year for you to finally get your course done. Once you come out of the lab, guess what? You will have the know-how and how to do it and repeat it over and over and over again. You will have the knowledge and how to do that. Okay? In the lab, we are going to be walking through step by step, creating an AI assisted faceless course lesson that is professional, that is accessible, and that is ready to show to any business that you mean business, that you are ready to offer your courses to them, your courses, your workshops, your trainings. Okay? You need that. They require that. It's just not me saying it. They require that you have it. And that's why we're going to be doing it together. You're going to follow the steps. You're going to come into the community. And every day you're going to get another piece of the pie to create your lesson. And then by the end of those 10 days, you're going to have it so that you can start shopping it to marketplaces. In December, our December lab, we will be actually applying to marketplaces together. It's really exciting stuff. We're going to be applying together. So I want you ready for that. And how the best way to get ready for that is for you to join the lab coming up next Saturday, where we are going to be walking through it together. You don't have to be alone. You don't have to go it alone. I know that some of these terms are new to you. I know that you may not know where to start, and that's okay. It's okay. As long as you know what you want to teach, then you are ready to come in and get it done. You are ready to get that course lesson done. Okay? I am going to be showing you how to put together a professional, instructionally sound script for your lesson. Not something that you just generated in off of Chat GPT and it's some generalized thing that may or may not even be correct. I'm going to show you how to get it right, how to make sure it is professional, how to make sure that when they see it, they don't say, nah, that was just AI. Nah, that was just, they just threw that together. We don't want that. By doing it in a professional way with my eyeballs on it, they are going to see that you mean business. They are going to see that this is just not some DIY thing that you just kind of threw together and threw in front of them. No. We want to make sure that your course is representative of the level of professionalism that you bring to the marketplace. Your 10, 20, 30 years of experience, we want to make sure that they see that in the product that you present to them. So November 22nd, you're going to come to the AI course lab. It is 10 days of putting it together. All right. You will get the workbook. You will get the replay. You will be able to take it step by step by step. You will be able to ask questions. You will be able to show your work. And you will be able to get the preview link, right, for your course that you need to show to businesses. That way you are ready in December when we go to the marketplace where there are thousands of businesses just waiting for professional level courses. Okay. So I cannot wait to see you. Go ahead, click the link around this video. Okay. Wherever you happen to see it. and join us. Join us for the course lab on November 22nd. I cannot wait to get to know you, see what you're up to, take a look at your course, put you in the right direction, and most importantly, get it done. Okay? My name's not Cat Dunn for nothing. Okay? We're going to get it done. All right? So I can't wait to see you. And until then, stay on course. See you soon.